Nicola Sturgeon has insisted there is no longer any rational case against an independence referendum after Theresa May told her the full Brexit deal would be known within 18 months. The First Minister said May's disclosure, during their meeting on Monday in Glasgow, closely matched Sturgeon's timescale for calling a fresh referendum between autumn 2018 and spring 2019. She said the Prime Minister was clear that both the terms of the UK's divorce from the European Union and the terms of its new free trade deal with the EU would be spelled out by autumn 2018. I think it makes it very difficult for the Prime Minister to maintain a rational opposition to a referendum in the timescale that I have set out, Sturgeon told reporters after her meeting with the Prime Minister. Sturgeon said she pressed May to confirm that was her position. She added that she reminded the Prime Minister that later this week she would be writing formally to ask the UK government to hand over the powers to stage that referendum in about 2 years' time. The First Minister is expecting to narrowly win a vote in the Scottish Parliament on Tuesday approving her plans and her timescale for that referendum, setting the scene for a fresh constitutional battle between the two governments. In my view, it was not a question of if but when the referendum would be staged, Sturgeon said, adding she could not see any circumstances in which the UK government would offer a deal to Scotland that would stop that referendum being held. The First Minister said as May was expected to resist her demand for the powers to stage a referendum, she had other options open to her to press for it, which she would soon set out to voters. Scottish government sources have ruled out staging or supporting an unofficial referendum, however, knowing that would be boycotted by pro-union voters and risked being challenged in the courts. A Downing Street source described the meeting between the pair as courteous. However, Number 10 is insistent that only the broad outlines of Britain's future relationship with the EU will be clear by autumn 2018, with a number of issues, including the nature and duration of any transitional arrangements and the precise powers to be restored to Holyrood from Brussels, yet to be determined. May hopes to paint Sturgeon as an opportunist, determined to seize on any potential justification for holding a new poll, and Number 10 is gambling that the Scottish public will agree with the Prime Minister that they will not have enough information in 18 months' time to make a decision.